Hey, what's up, guys and gals? Rick Nineg here. Thank you so much for joining me today. We're going to be talking about I Love Lucy. More specifically, about a really interesting and hidden item that you may not have noticed during the series of I Love Lucy. Now, 2 episodes specifically I will be pointing out to you. But what's really cool about this is that this particular item was hidden in plain sight the entire time. If you were watching these 2 episodes, which I'm sure if you're a big fan, you've seen both of them. The thing is, it's one of those things that's hidden in plain sight, one of those things that you may have seen, but just flew right over your head, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's just that now that I'm able to give you a closer look upon it, you're never gonna unsee this. So it's really awesome. If you like things like this, don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button to support the channel. So we're gonna get started and talk about an episode in season 4. You know, when the Ricardos and Mertzes were going to Hollywood, you know, California, here we come. One of the best episodes ever. Well, right after that, the Ricardos were actually on the road and they had to make a stop after driving so much. And the episode's actually called First Stop from season 4. And it's one where the Ricardos and Mertzes, I'm sure you absolutely remember this. They make a stop at this little dingy looking diner. It's not even a diner. It's like this restaurant with one guy there. There's no one there eating at all. And it's pretty funny. They have these hard, weird, disgusting cheese sandwiches that are super old. But then they are tired, so they want to stay the night and they rent one of those cabins. And inside you can see the Mertzes and the Ricardos in the cabin, and a train goes by. And every time a train goes by, goes one way or the other way, the beds move around, and it's just basically the worst experience ever. They would have given it 1 rating on Yelp. Now, what's really fun and interesting, and it was in this episode, I think many people didn't really give too mind to it. I mean, it's ironic, right? This little sign that is above the cabin that says Home Sweet Home. It's ironic because, I mean, obviously this is calling this home. It's not their home, but also it's super uncomfortable. They don't want to be there. They just want to have a comfortable, nice, good night's rest, and they can't. So of course it's kind of a little bit cynical. There's a little bit of laughter there, and it's a tongue-in-cheek thing. Home Sweet Home. Now, if you are a big I Love Lucy fan, you may have seen this sign before, and yes, where did you see it? Well, I'll tell you, and you'll be absolutely surprised when you find out where you see it. Now let's go back into the series of I Love Lucy, into season 2. The episode is called Vacation for Marriage. Not one of my favorites, but it is a really funny scene at the end. Now the Ricardos and Mertzes realize that they got a little bit sick of each other. That is the couple. So what did they decide to do? They decide to switch. The boys will be together and the girls will be together. The girls will be in the Mertzes apartment and the boys will be in the Ricardos apartment to take a little break from marriage, so that they're not too sick of each other, which would happen after so many years of being married. Now, this is what they allege. However, as they begin to hang out with each other as friends, of course, then they start getting sick of one another, and we get a little insight. This is the only time that we get to see the Mertzes' bedroom, the only time in the entire series, the only scene where you see the bedroom of the Mertzes. And what do you see? At the top, you see the exact same Home Sweet Home sign. Now, did you ever notice that is the exact sign? Now, I think this is pretty brilliant because, number one, this was in the Mertzes' apartment, so it was theirs, right? They bought and paid for it. They hung it up in their own bedroom. But remember, the Mertzes were always so picky at one another. They always poked at one another, and they just were snarky and so forth. And it's almost like ironic, right? It's poking fun that with them being always having like an attitude with each other, that in their bedroom is say Home Sweet Home. And then later in season 4, we would see the same sign. Now, I'm pretty sure the people head in charge of I Love Lucy didn't think we would notice this, but now we did. But the funny thing is, they just reused that prop. Or is there a possibility that the Mertzes brought this with them and they hung it up? Or Mr. George Skinner, the owner of this little cabin bungalow, hung these up because he saw it at a store, the same one the Mertzes saw it at, basically the same local chain, and put it up himself, trying to make the customers a little happy, when in fact it's just ironic and because they're in such a ridiculous place. Anyway, I want you to let me know what you think about this moment. Did you ever notice that these signs are in both of these episodes of I Love Lucy? Do you think it's the same sign? Is it reused? Was it something that the characters bought separately and put up? Let me know. I love to know your thoughts. Love to read it. That is what I love to do here. I love to focus on the minutia, the small things, the nuances, or just the behind the scenes fact and information of these wonderful classic TV shows. We'll see you all next time. Thanks for your support, and most importantly, be hopeful. Thank you so much to all my supporters, especially my Diamond tier patrons: Jerry D, Ricky, Citizen Kane 359, Jennifer P, David D, Kevin K, Sally Ann, and Vito L. If you want to be on this list, make sure to check out my Patreon description in the link below. Thank you so much again.